Hi and welcome back to another video for Your Soul Evolution. My name is Erin and I help people to evolve spiritually and to awaken to new perspectives. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to check the description box. I have created a free guided meditation MP3 that will help to raise your vibration. Today's video was kind of a follow-up to my previous video about how to attract your soulmate. In today's video, I am going to tell you how to create a sigil and how to activate it and how to use it. If you've never heard of a sigil before, it is simply a symbol that you can use to align yourself and attract things into your life. It is an ancient form of manifesting magic. It has been used forever, and it is something that really works and is a very powerful manifesting tool. I'm going to go ahead and change my camera angle so that I can show you exactly how to create your sigil. Keep in mind, this is my personal way of creating them. There are hundreds of different ways that you can create them, and you always want to go with just whatever resonates with you. Whatever feels right to you is what is going to work for you best. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and wrote down a few examples of the affirmations that you want to first come up with when you are attracting your soulmate. This is the list that you want to create of things about the relationship. If you haven't watched the previous video, I explain about how to get a very detailed order per se to the universe as to what you are wanting to attract. Now this one is kind of vague, and I just did this quickly just to give you an idea. So you're going to want to, of course, make this specific to you, probably get a little more detailed because this is not very detailed, although things like this, simple things like this, still work as well. I would probably recommend 6 or 7 things that are your top things to create your sigil. Not that you can't have more than that, but I would pick probably just those top things. Now, I just wrote my list with a fine point Sharpie, but for the actual sigil, I'm going to use the thicker one. But once you have your list, you want to pick out certain words in that really stick out to you, that really speak to you. For my example here, I would want to pick out the word loving, okay? And then I would also pick out the word soulmate. And then I would also, let's see, partnership. And then I am content. Okay, so there's lots of ways, like I said, that you can do this, but this is how I am going to show you, and hopefully it'll resonate with you. So once you have the words picked out that you want to do, and go ahead and put the first letter of that word down here. So you've got an L, you've got the S, you've got a P, and then you've got the C from content. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to move to a clean blank piece of paper. I recommend using a thicker Sharpie, and so that way it's really going to pop to you, especially as you're activating it. And so now what you're going to do, keep your paper where you can see it. And this is the part where you can get as creative as you want with it. I like to keep things really simple. You get as creative as you want with it. So my first letter was L from loving. So I would go ahead and do like a big L like that. And then my next letter was an S for soulmate. So you're just going to want to look and see where you might want to put an S. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put like my S like right there. Okay? Then you're going to want to put your P. I had a P for partnership. So you may go ahead and put like your P like right here. And this is just something that you're going to look at. So as long as you know what it means, that's all that matters. I know that P looks a little funky there, but I clearly know what it means. and then you're going to have a C. So you might maybe move this and put your C like in here maybe. Okay. So I don't know if this is the best example, but hopefully you can see what I'm getting at. And then of course you could go in, and since this is a soulmate one, you could do, you know, like a little heart there. Maybe another heart in here. As I was saying, you should probably have a lot more, maybe 6 or 7 words and letters that you're going to want to put in this. And then you can go in and kind of doodle however you want. Also, if you don't want to, if you want to just stick to the letters, that is perfectly fine as well. Because this is just a tool that you are going to be using. It's simply a tool for you. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera angle back so that I can now show you how to activate your sigil. So now that you have created your sigil, I'm going to now show you how to activate it. You always want to start by reaffirming your intention behind this. When you are doing things like this, you are always going to get out of it what you put into it. So when you are really putting your heart energy and your hope and your optimism into these things, you will get it back. And set that intention for it to be so. Set a clear intention that by creating this sigil, you are aligning yourself to your soulmate, and that this manifesting tool is going to work for you in a profound way. Believe that it is so, and it will be so. Set your intention that when you focus upon your sigil, that it creates such a powerful vibration that it is going to instantly align you to that ideal partner. Intention is so important. Anytime you set intentions, you are increasing the probability of actually experiencing that outcome. And when you combine a clear intention with elevated emotion, that is where the magic happens. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I fully believe it because I have experienced it. I 100% believe it because I have applied the formula of the focused intention with the elevated emotion and manifested all kinds of things into my life. How you activate your sigil is you want to just hold it in front of you, and you can fold it if you would like to just make it a little more, you know, whatever you want to do. And you just want to stare at it for a few minutes, kind of like you did in junior high with those optical illusions where you would stare at it for so long and then a picture would pop out to you. That's exactly what you want to do here. You want to kind of drift off. You just want to stare into it and get very deep inside the sigil, if that makes sense, until your vision kind of goes blurry. And then once you've done that for a few minutes, you want to bring your awareness back into the present moment. Now what I recommend is for you to go ahead and place your hand over your heart. When you are manifesting from your heart energy, that takes things from more of a 3D consciousness to more of a 5D. You get away from manifesting from your head of the I want and the desire to that 5D where it's coming from a place of unconditional love and connectedness. You just want to feel those emotions as if this person is already in your life. Just take a few moments and visualize and just get really into it, kind of go into a daydream. And remember that you are manifesting from your current state of being. So you need to act as if this person is already in your life. You need to keep your vibration high. You need to do all the things you would be doing if this person was already a part of you. You need to be doing all the things that you would be doing if you were seeing this person every day. This is what's going to align your vibration to their vibration. Next, you just want to put your sigil somewhere where every day for the next 5 to 10 days, longer if you feel that that's necessary, but I would recommend at least 5 to 10 days that you want to take your sigil out each day and stare into it and drift off and get into that visualizing and get those emotions flowing. And I would do that for 10-15 minutes and then put it back. And at the end of the 5 or 10 days, or however long you decide, then you want to fully release your sigil. You want to do this by burning it or destroying it in some way. And this is when you are completely and totally releasing it and saying, okay, universe, it's up to you now. I am fully releasing this and I'm gonna let you do your thing. A problem that so many of us have is that we want to control how this comes to us. We want to overanalyze and think, but how is it going to come? How is this going to happen? How's this going to happen? How's this going to happen? The fastest way for this to work is for you to release it and give it over to the universe. Release that resistance and let it go. When you're focused on it and how it's going to happen and you're clinging on to it so tightly, then it's hard for the universe to move in and putting things into motion. You have to hand over the reins, if you will, and allow that to happen and trust the flow. Give the universe a chance to work this out for you. Release the control. And this can be difficult as we are human and we want that control, but I promise you, the faster that you give it up, the faster that this is going to happen for you. The longer you hold on control, the longer it's going to take. Just trust that it's coming. Visualize, imagine, get those emotions going as if it's already happened, and keep your state of being in a high frequency because you want to attract somebody that's also in a high frequency. And if you have a low vibration or you start getting anxious or you start getting depressed and frustrated, you're going to attract someone who is also in that same vibrational state. And it is not going to end well. Stay out of your ego, the wanting and the desiring and the desperation. That is all from your ego. Let all of that go and trust. I hope this video helps you. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you know someone who would benefit from this video, please share it. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.